Hi, welcome to Highland Homesteading. Today we are doing our May 2021 tour of the garden. So we'll give you a good overview of what the garden looks like now, and hopefully we'll do another one of these in June. So I'm on the west side of our garden right now, and if you haven't seen our previous videos about this garden, it is a 32-foot long by about 16-foot wide terraced bed that we made out of these cinder blocks. So we did quite a bit of work to get these cinder blocks all in here and make basically just a gigantic raised bed, but we needed to do some terracing, so we basically took the dirt here, we cut into this hillside a little bit and put most of that dirt back over here, the native soil that is, and then we brought in a lot of soil from external sources, a lot of bag soil, and grew some cover crop last year to try to increase the fertility and the biomass in the soil. And then this year we actually made some beds here with some walkways in between. You can see Scout the caterpillar over there. Scout, what's he doing? He's grazing over there. I know a lot of people really like Scout. He's a very unique dog. Hey buddy, how you doing? Good boy, staying out of the beds. He knows that he can eat the cover crop when it comes up. He competes actually with the chickens for it. It's pretty funny, but he loves eating grass and never seems to throw up eating it, and it passes through him like normal. We don't notice any kind of stools of his that are grassy or anything like that. So he's an interesting dog, and a beautiful one at that. We got him from the Coconino Humane Association, so that's up in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I highly recommend going to your local humane society or association to go and get your next pup. He is an amazing defense dog. He's always watching, and he's very often alerted, even to people jogging up the street about a mile away. It's pretty funny, but he's a great guard dog for the homestead. So anyway, sorry for the sidebar, but that is Scout the caterpillar, and he's almost 2 years old. So he's a good boy. Yeah, that's right. You're a good boy. It's like, what, Dad? What's going on? Why am I such a good boy? Well, we'll take you over to this northeast corner, since that's where we're at right now. And a lot of people think these are tomato plants, but they're potatoes actually. So we got a whole bunch of potatoes in here from, I think my estimation, we didn't really count when we put them in, but I think we've got about a dozen of them in here. So hopefully we'll end up with maybe a sack of potatoes. There goes Scout. Just like I said, one of our neighbors is probably driving to work or something. So anyway, we got some sunflowers in here as well. We're a huge fan of sunflowers. There's a big one there that just happened to seed itself there. That's a volunteer. We got another one up there. And I'll do a tour of all these berry plants, and I don't know, we have some other ornamentals and hot lips, some butterfly bushes and poppies and all kinds of stuff up there. We'll do that tour some other time. We just took out the broccoli that was here. I think my wife planted zucchini, bean, and corn. I think she hasn't planted the beans yet. I think it's just the zucchini, but we did 3 sisters last year. It worked out all right, but she's got some plans for how to make it better this year. So we got some volunteer like squashes or pumpkins or things that are coming up as well. I think she may have planted some of these in between the lettuce and the greens to get them going. That's her seed basket there. So she is always out here busy. This is basically her labor of love out here. And I just get to do the fun stuff like irrigation and harvesting and eating stuff, so that's pretty good. No, I do some as well, but it's mostly her. So the tour, potatoes, sunflowers. We got some onions that are still growing here. We have taken a lot of them out, used them as green onions. I think that's another sunflower there. And then this is mostly Swiss chard, maybe some beets in there as well. Then going to this row, got a couple more potatoes there, and then a bunch of greens. So we got some red lettuce, green lettuce, some red kale. I think that's some other type of kale. And then let's see here, we got the red Russian kale. That's what this says here. So that must be what this one is. And then I don't see the tag for these other ones. I think these are like a curly leaf red kale. There it is, it's over here. So Scarlet Kale, that's what that is. So my wife has mixed those up in between, so they look so pretty. So she did a great job with that, and we've been harvesting it and using it in salads, bringing it over to family potlucks for Mother's Day. And so we got some green leaf lettuce here and some other squashes, or maybe those are watermelons. That might be what those are. So I'm gonna hop over here so you can see. So we did have broccoli here, onions. Over here we've got a little bit of this wavy leaf lettuce. I don't know what it's called. But then in here, I think this is some Swiss chard too. These radishes got decimated by the shiny beetle. So I don't know what the scientific name is of it, but that beetle just comes in early May, late April, and just wreaks havoc on our arugula and our radishes. And this soil is kind of a good testament to why you want to amend and improve your soil. So we're not getting the best growth rates over here, and part of it is because this side is the east side, so it gets shady in the morning. Right now it's about 7:30 in the morning on May 11th, and so you can see that I was just telling everybody how good you are. Get out of there, go, get out. You can't resist the cover crops there. That's some oats and some wheat that are growing there, and he just likes grazing, but he steps on the other stuff sometimes, so we're training him. He's still kind of a puppy, but he's doing well. So anyway, the soil, you just want the best soil you can get, and you're gonna have different spots in your garden that produce differently. Whether it's a shady spot like this that stays cold most of the morning until the sun hits it. You can see over on that other wall, it's real sunny, and then in the middle here, it's pretty sunny. Over here, it's not. And then this gets the afternoon heat as well. So it is really good for some things. For other things, it's not. But you can see there's also, you know, differences in irrigation sometimes. There's differences in the soil quality. So that's what's going on with all that. But we are getting some good, these mixed greens. They're so pretty, like these spotted lettuce. They're just really pretty. So anyway, and then I think this is spinach over here, and then some cilantro as well. So she planted some sunflowers along this back wall as well, so that'll help out in the summer to give us some shade. The sun here is just super intense up at about a mile high. So we have some leftovers of our cover crop along the wall here. This is hairy vetch, I believe. And then we have some triticale along the wall as well, and some peas also. Those may be peas that she planted. Could be like some snap peas or sugar snap peas or something. And then that crimson clover, you can see that there too. That's another cover crop that we left. So I have a cover crop video. I think it's called Cover Crops for Mountains and Deserts. So got a little goldfinch coming in to take a snack on our leaves. They really like our sunflower leaves for some reason. We'll see triangular shaped holes where their beaks have taken a bite. So it's kind of fun to see them. They don't do much damage. They're a small, pretty little bird. But anyway, these are more radishes here that never really developed too much. They're a small radish right now. We've been thinning them and trying them out, and they're actually really good, but they're about the size of like a marble, so they're not too big. These are bell peppers, golden bell peppers that we just recently planted. And let's see, we also have a grape going there. That'll go up this arbor. Some more sunflowers there, and more sunflowers there, another sunflower outside, and some peas right there. And we got another grape here. So hopefully we'll have a grape that goes over this entire arbor that's kind of at the entryway. So I showed this gate that we had before. This is how we get in and out of the garden. So closes up, opens up, and then the second row here we've got I already showed you the potatoes and the greens down here, the kale and the lettuce, but we got some onions here. We recently put in this cattle panel arbor, which is really pretty cool. Just 4 T-posts, cattle panel, and some wire. So we didn't do a how-to video on this one because there's some other people on YouTube that have really good videos on those. So go check their videos out. I think MI Gardner is one that has one like that. We also saw these at the middle school where we attend church. They have some raised beds with cattle panels like that, and so it's very common to see that kind of arbor with the cattle panels and T-posts. So go find somebody else's video. They probably did it better than we will anyway. So lots of onions right here, red, yellow, and white onions. And then right here we've got some spinach coming up. You can see this one's doing pretty good. So be able to harvest some of that pretty soon. But then we got this green leaf lettuce. Oh no, we don't have anything on that sign, but yeah, that lettuce is looking good. So that's the second row to the east. And then I told you about the onions and the chard there. We got another sunflower there. And then we got some peppers over here. Let me switch over here. We've got a serrano pepper, which that's my favorite pepper. We got some cilantro, and then this one is a mammoth jalapeno. And then we have a habanero, which are really hot. Makes some nice hot salsa. And we got another serrano over here. So it's kind of 2 plants. And some cilantro that we started from seed. And it's coming up mostly around the drippers. We probably need to do some more watering. We've been trying that system out and hand watering a little bit, but I think we could use some extra water. So from there, we've got some other lettuce, and then, see, these are the radishes with good soil and good irrigation and no shiny beetle. Well, some shiny beetle at the early stages of life, but they really took off after those shiny beetles left about a week ago or so. You can see these ones are pretty decimated by that shiny beetle. So see, they just really eat the leaves, and yeah, those probably could be thinned as well, but we're just kind of letting them go now. So it's going to be a long video, so thanks for staying with me. A bunch of greens, some more mixed salad greens, and then this is arugula, which this is our first crop of arugula really, because the shiny beetle really killed it off, and now it's finally able to take off because its shiny beetles are gone. They're only around for a couple weeks up here. So we got ancho and poblano peppers in this section. And then we got a few more onions over there. And then we have this really cool looking lettuce that's like red and green like together. So it's beautiful lettuce. But we got some other sunflowers there, and then I believe my wife has planted cucumbers on this side. She just seeded those, and of course we have some more sunflowers and more salad greens. And then she also planted on this side, oh, she planted pole beans, I believe. They might be bush beans, but I think that they're pole beans. So pole beans would make more sense because they'll go up the arbor, but we're planted seeds. So this is that, I think it's Scarlet Kale, purple kale. That one looks more purple. So anyway, beautiful greens that we got going here. The kale's doing well. Nothing's bolted yet, although we've had some 80-degree days. So probably come June, we'll be done with all the greens. So we did that whole row. So then this next row, we largely have tomatoes. Well, this one's the tomatillos. So that's for our green salsa we like to make. But we have a whole variety of different tomatoes here. I'll just call these ones out. This one's San Marazzo. This one is beefsteak. This one's a Brandywine. This one is another Brandywine. This one is a Champion. This one's a beefsteak. This one is a Champion. That one's La Roma 3, and so are those two, I believe. So they're pretty small. And then this one, my dad grew in this hydroponic garden, and we just recently transplanted it here. I don't know what that one is, nor that one, but we're gonna keep a trellis going here. We got some other Russian kale there, and some more onions, and I think that's another squash or something right back there, or watermelon perhaps. We got some peas coming up here to go on this trellis, and then an eggplant and more Russian kale. I forget what this is. What is this? This is basil. Oh, I don't know what this one is. Hey, if you know what this one is at 17 minutes, leave a comment down below for me. I know my wife knows what it is, but I don't. These are garlic, so I've planted a number of these garlic here, and then we have some celery, and then these are, I can't remember, I'm gonna have to look at the tag. Romanesco broccoli, that's what those are. And I thought we had something else in there too. Those don't all look the same. Maybe I'm missing a tag somewhere, but I thought that we had a couple that were something else. Leave me a comment below if you have an idea for what these all are. I know we got Romanesco, but there is another one. I think we split it with my wife's dad, so my father-in-law has half of that 6-pack. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, it's these three here, I believe, that I don't know what they are. I'm gonna have to think about it. I probably remember as soon as I finish shooting this video. This is long, so thank you for bearing with me. These are some more Anaheim peppers here. And then these are all beets. We have tons of beets. We love our beets and our salads. Then we got some carrots along here. And then what did we plant here? We planted some beans, cantaloupe, and watermelon. So those will come up basically as we take out the beets and the carrots. Those squash and melons should be coming up. And then over here we have some peas that aren't supposed to be climbing on the carrots. It's supposed to be climbing up this trellis like this one. That one's a good one. The rest of these aren't following the rules. So, and then these lettuce we got from the Arizona worm farm. You can see here is a butterhead lettuce in the Arizona worm farm. So they're in South Phoenix, and I highly recommend you go there if you're in the area. It's a really cool place. You can get some good compost, worm castings, worms, and then also some plants. So let's see here. We have another squash or something coming up there. It's probably a zucchini. Looks like, I don't know, maybe not. It's gonna be fun to see what all these are. And then those, I believe, are more beets. No, those are chard. Those are all chard along there, I think. Could be some beets. Our seeds were kind of mixed, beets and chard. So anyway, this is our irrigation setup as well. So we got 3 zones, 1, 2, and 3. And this water is going to the chickens. So I'll show you that, I think, on a future video, because this one's just way too long. But if you have any questions about what we planted or why, or you have even any tips for us, how we could improve, or maybe something that we aren't aware of, we're all ears. We love learning, and we definitely don't know everything. Always keep learning. That's kind of my mantra is, you know, if you've stopped learning, then that's no fun at all. And there's always more to learn. So so that's our garden. There's Mr. Scout. He loves this time of day. He loves to walk around out here with me. So thank you so much for watching. We're so thankful that we have people that like watching our videos, and we'll show you more as time goes on, of course. But if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and click the bell next to it so you get notified when we upload a new video. And my name is Nick from Highland Homesteading. Thanks so much for watching. We'll have more videos for you real soon.